Hi, welcome to today's tutorial. This one is going to be quite a bit different than normal. Um, I'm assuming I probably made an overview video to show exactly what's going to happen, but as of right now I have no plans, no structure, no rehearsal, no script, anything. Basically I got a message on YouTube of someone asking me to do something like a bulletin board, and I kind of figured I'd go with it. It was small enough that I didn't really want to do anything on Fiverr with it, but I kind of decided I just wanted to have fun with it, so I'm going to kind of do it from scratch, and maybe if anyone's interested, they can see the process of how I plan things out and work with it and kind of build upon it as I go. So I'm going to start a new project. I like for this one, since it's a bulletin board, I want to be able to see it, so I'll just do first person. I'll call it board project, starter content, everything. I'll create this project, and over here I'm just gonna kind of outline some things I want so I can knock those off as I go. So I want a board to be in there. I want it to have random notes that are there when I start. So on spawn. So maybe there's like random quests you want to go. I think later on I want to be able to place notes. I want to be able to take some and have it maybe in inventory. And just because I kind of want to be able to write on place note. And I might expand upon this later if I need to, but it probably shouldn't be much of an issue for something this small. So let's let this load up. Alright, so first thing I'm gonna do, go in and shoot. It's that I need a button so I want to be able to press E and interact with it so I can read it. So let's add an action map. Interact. E key. Okay, so that's that for now. Just change this. So under blueprints, let's add a new blueprint. This is going to be the board itself, so it's going to be an actor. Blueprint board. Let's just make a little thing. Cube. Scale it. I will leave it at 1. Let's do this at 0.1. And 0.05. Yes, I got your messages. Too much drama for me at the moment. Let's pull it up. And I guess I'll add a little post because that'll bother me otherwise. Yes, I don't want it. Bleh, good enough. Let's make it pine. Beautiful. Okay. Just drag that there. And how big is it? Not so beautiful. Let's make it a lot bigger. Actually, let's just scale this. I would normally change the board itself in here because I don't like pulling it in and scaling it, but for this, since I'm just gonna have one, meh, for time's sake. Okay. Not a bit too big. Yeah, it'll probably be good. Alright, so I got the board. It's a blueprint. I'll be able to cast to it, or hit it, or do whatever. So now let's go to the character. Let's do interact event. So when I press E key, it'll do whatever. Next, I need an actor for the notes. So each note can have its own data, its own writing, etc., etc. Blueprint score note. Something I might add to our list. Be able to set the note to have different models, which will just be texture, but you can have, if you wanted like old crumbly notes versus new notes, you could have it where you either set that or it's random, but that'll be a pretty simple thing. Right now I'm gonna go fancy and have a little squish cube. If I can type it right, that is good. That's not good. That might be good. Let's see how big that is. I don't think it's big enough. Well, yeah, a little bigger. 2. Well, if I could type 2.0. There we go. Ah, perfect. Okay, so I got a note. Now I can either do it where I can place a note, or we can go into the board blueprint and have it random locations it can spawn. And I think I'll do that first, because that's more of what people will probably need. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to add some scene components somewhere. And these will be the locations that they will actually pop up. Turn this off. Roll it 1. Slow down the scroll, and I'm going to put it right there. So I have 1 there. Let's name this 0.1. Let's get another scene component. Let's put 1 here. Pull it out. And let's get 1 more. And you can put as many of these as you wanted. But for time's sake, I'll do less. 0.2, 0.3. So let's do this. When it begins play, when it starts, it's gonna pick one of the random spots and spawn one there. So I would do I need a variable. Point picked, or if you wanted several, you could have an array of integers. File, and we'll set this random in range 0 to 2 because it's a 0 based index, so it'll be 0, 1, and 2, so that's 3 spots. So it's going to pick one of the 3 because I have 3 points. And then let's do switch on int. So you can do a switch on anything, string. It is pretty much a list of the inputs, and it'll whatever input it's based on, that's what it'll do. So since I have integers, I'm gonna have it either pick 1, pick 2, or pick 3. Just get the point, and I'm just gonna make a variable out of it called chosen point. So if it's 1, I want chosen B to be that, the chosen point to be number 1, and if it's 2, it's going to be 2, if it's 3, it'll be 3. This is a lot harder to code when I'm pressured to do it right, and I know I'm going to be recorded. But it's been adequate enough so far. So when it starts, it's going to pick one of these 3 points, and then I'll need to spawn an actor, which is going to be the note. I want to get, well, it doesn't matter. I don't need that. And get the chosen point, get its transform. That way it stays lined up with the board no matter what. No matter which way the board's rotated, it'll still be flush with it. Set that, and I'm probably going to change the transform to give it some variance, like a slight rotation, a little bit of offset, so it looks a little different each time. So let's just see if this worked. Play. Beautiful. It's not even right. Okay. Oh. That's right. It's backwards. Alright. Save. That's, oh, save anyways. Save this too. Why not? Play. Dope. Play. Dope. And all 3 spots. Sweet. Those are some big notes. Love it. Alright. We'll need this in a minute. Don't need this yet. Let's make it fancy. Let's break this. Let's break that. I like to put as much random in my code as I can, just to make it look nice. I don't want to do this. Yes. That's not what I want to do. Let's do this later when I have more time. If I add a random variance to the location, it's not going to be local, so it might not turn out right, and it might go into the board. If I add rotation, it's going to use the world rotation, and it won't be right. So that's not what I want to do yet. So he was asking, the question in the comment was, he made the board, but he had trouble looking at specific notes individually. So what we're going to want to do is, we'll need a line trace, and I've done this in another video. I always make a function out of it. Line trace. Okay, we need to get the camera, get its location, get world location. So this is going to be the start of the line trace by channel. And we need to get the camera, get the forward vector, multiply it by a length, which I don't know, 500. Need to add it, vector plus vector. So we need, stop it. We need the start plus the length of the direction And that'll be the end. Let's just persistent test it, make sure I did it right. Go back to event graph. Every time I press it, do a line trace. And it should show. Doot. It's a long line trace. I'd say about half that. Line trace 250. And I'm gonna stop this video because it's about the length, and we'll continue on the next one. Save all the things and